Officers who were caught breaking the law. Welcome back to Top Trend 10s. In today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at officers who were caught breaking the law. Unfortunately, people in positions of power seem to have a knack for abusing it, but a lot of the time, justice is served almost immediately in the dumb ways in which these people get caught. Before we get started with the list, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. 7. James Curley. Kicking off our list in the number 7 spot is James Curley. Back in 2006, former police officer James Curley established himself as a certified creep. Not only was he stalking his estranged wife, he was threatening her, explaining to her in graphic detail how he planned to murder her. He even went as far as planting a tracker in her vehicle and following her when she tried to move away. After a while, it became too much, and she filed a protection order against him, but it didn't keep him away for long. Near the end of the year, he decided to continue harassing her, and did so successfully for 3 long years, until finally being arrested. 6. Mario Rodriguez. Coming in at number 6 is Mario Rodriguez. Once a Jersey City police officer, Mario Rodriguez and an accomplice pulled off quite the heist. Exactly the kind of thing you'd expect from someone in Jersey, they stole 6 TVs from a warehouse, as well as nearly 500,000 cigarettes. The plan was to go to New York and sell all the cigarettes for profit, which Mario did before deciding to use his status as a police officer to instead rob a drug courier and flee with over $20,000. Unfortunately for Mario, however, just about every single person in this scenario was an undercover agent. His accomplice, the drug courier, the cigarette buyers, everyone. He was arrested in 2015. 5. John Gerald Poland. Coming in at number 5 is John Gerald Poland. John had apparently convinced a girlfriend of one of the gang members in a gang bust to destroy evidence, which is illegal as is, but obviously insinuates that John had a little more to do with the gang than we thought. This wasn't the first time this had happened though, with it eventually coming out that he had convinced multiple other people to tamper with multiple other cases. Really makes you wonder what he was doing. Did he just enjoy messing with people? Did he play a role in so many crimes that tampering with this many cases was necessary to him? Was it some weird game? Despite facing nearly 20 years in prison, he was only sentenced to 18 months. Maybe he convinced someone to tamper with his own case. 4. No Juarez. Coming in at number 4 is No Juarez. Despite being a cop, No was quite the drug lord, and we mean that in every sense of the word. He wasn't simply moving cocaine, though he was doing that too. He was also sharing confidential information, supplying the cartel with vehicles, more drugs, and even weapons. Thanks to his massive role in the cartel, he was sentenced to more than 30 years in jail. While it definitely isn't anything to be proud of in real life, this entire situation does sound like it'd be a pretty great TV drama. 3. Dustin Lopez. Coming in at number 3 is Dustin Lopez. Formerly a police officer in New Mexico, Dustin Lopez had a hotel entrusted to him in 2015 by the owner. But instead of keeping an eye on the place, he burned it down himself and proceeded to sit back and watch the building burn as firefighters risked their lives to put it out. It doesn't end there though, as he had apparently set a house on fire the summer before, though it did come out that he had an accomplice for that. He ended up resigning from the police force on his own, but he and the accomplice were later arrested for arson. 2. Patrick Reagan. Coming in at number 2 is Patrick Reagan. Despite being a very honorable and respected officer, it quickly came to light that Patrick wasn't as great of a man as he'd like you to think. When a federal investigation was initiated on the anti-crime unit of his precinct, Patrick took to the witness stand and lied more times than we can count to save fellow corrupt officers from trouble. He denied the accusations that he was lying, because of course he did, and somehow ended up only getting 1 year and 1 day in jail, despite previously looking at a potential 10 years behind bars. He was lying in the first place, because it had apparently become common for officers at this precinct to break protocol during arrests, and even lie to the people they were arresting to make their arrest stick. 1. Mauricio Edgardo Estrada. Coming in at number 1 is Mauricio Edgardo Estrada, one of the most despicable cops on this list. One day when Mauricio was browsing Craigslist, he saw a rather provocative advertisement from a girl trading inappropriate services for cash, despite only being 15. Mauricio agreed to meet up with the girl and make the exchange, but thankfully the 15-year-old girl was neither 15 nor a girl, but an undercover agent looking to expose people as sick as Mauricio. He's been placed on administrative leave until his trial, and is facing up to 10 years in prison. This concludes today's video on 10 officers who got caught breaking the law. Have you ever witnessed a cop breaking the law? What did they do, and what did you do? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.